Okay, so my movie recommendation for the week this week is a movie called Wreck. It follows a anchor woman who is new to the job, and you can tell that she's really new to the job because she's making, a bunch of mistakes from the very beginning. This movie was made in 2007, which is notable since it's quite a bit after the movie, Blair Witch Project, which is one of the more newer, older found footage movies that ever came out. And to me, Wreck is really unique in the fact that it just feels a lot more authentic, sometimes even more so to me than uh, Blair Witch Project, and that's saying a lot of things about the movie because a lot of movies, they try to aim for authenticity like Paranormal Activity, but it doesn't really feel so real. It just feels like someone picked up a camera and just started recording, and in this movie actually it's just it feels so real because the emotions that run really high throughout the film, um, the way that the movie was shot, the way that it kind of, the chaos after that ensues, like the way that the camera moves around, like running around, like you can hear the people breathing really hard. Um, yeah, it feels like this movie was a unique experience all on its own, and I can't recommend it more highly to anybody who's looking for a short, concise film that has a lot of good scares. To me, this is more horrifying because I could picture something like this happening, and quarantines really do take place in real life where there are all these mysterious diseases that come about, especially with coronavirus that happened a while back in 2020. The experiences of sickness are the things that anybody can really be scared of because once you have it, you have it. And I feel like this movie is really kind of going under the skin and really getting to the root of the fear that people have of sickness and not being able to explain or figure out what's going on. And to me, that is a truly scary thing. And yeah, this movie is really different. I really loved all the camera angles, the acting. I highly recommend that you try to look for the Spanish version of this movie. I had to look really, really hard for this movie. Um, all the copies, for some reason, are all in English and they're horribly dubbed over. So I would really recommend that you try to look for the Spanish version of the movie, even if you have to buy it in Blu-ray. Um, I'm not even sure if they have the Spanish copies out there because this might be, for copyright reasons, it might be, unavailable. So I really love this movie. Definitely share your thoughts on the movie, what you thought of it when you were watching it for the first time. I really thought it was an excellent movie. I definitely am gonna rewatch it. I'll also talk about the second movie later on, but for now, I'll just give it a score, and the score I want to give it is 5 out of 5 because this movie is really good. You feel the tension all throughout. Um, I definitely didn't have 1 second where I was thinking, oh, this movie is really dragging. No, it's a really concise film, 80 minutes. I feel like anybody can just sit down and watch it. It's not one of those movies where you have to pay attention to every single detail, but just following the story along makes it a lot more tense. And I'm really always rooting for the main character of this movie. So I was really hoping all throughout the film that, that she was going to be okay all the way through And I feel like it's definitely anybody that's looking to get into horror, this would be a good start.